Hey yo, what's good, Double Clutch Nation? It's your boy Y Ghost, and today I'm gonna go over how I feel about the Minecraft movie that came out on Friday. I went on Friday. This video is gonna get released on Sunday, but I enjoyed it a lot. I went with my girlfriend, my friend Joey, and his brother. We had a great time. You guys know Joey, big part of the channel. Thank you for all the help you give me. And before I give you an official rating, let's just get into some of the things I liked and some of the things I didn't. Spoilers are gonna happen, so just be ready for that. But I just want to go over how I feel about this movie as a whole and kind of just the little things that I can nitpick. But let's get into it. So some of the things I did like is mainly the main focus, the theater atmosphere. I've never been in a movie theater where everyone was just so enthralled. I heard clapping after every line. You guys should have been there for Chicken Jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Okay, even though I'm gonna get into how I feel about that scene, when he said that, I heard like 10 people just start like yelling and clapping, and it was just such an enjoyable moment. I would have died if I found out a Minecraft movie was coming out when I was 9. So I really had to go, especially on release day, and really channel what I used to love about that game so much. I used to have a channel when I was 9 where I'd upload like hella Minecraft videos. It's still up. I'm not going to expose myself, but yeah. And Jarvis Landry, my favorite NFL player ever, I met him and he signed his cleats for me and a jersey. And guess what I was wearing in the picture? I'm going to put it up here. A Minecraft shirt. Though I kind of regret it because, God, it is the one thing that you can point out is I'm crying and I have a Minecraft shirt on and I'm standing next to my favorite football player ever. It is a little cringy, but that just goes to show how much I love Minecraft as a whole. Getting into it, some of the pros, besides the theater atmosphere, which was amazing. Never been so happy with a group of people in a theater. It was sold out. It was great. Jack Black did a great job. He was really funny. He played Steve well. I really liked the way they went with the character. And his chemistry with Jason Momoa was really good. Some of the other things I liked about the movie is the way they did building, how you kind of just like point and it goes down. I love that a lot. I like that they made the main kid really creative, especially with like his jetpack and stuff, how they snipped the wire. And I really like the design of all of the animals. The zombies were amazing. The skeletons were amazing. The creepers could have been better. The giant zombie pigman, he was great. I wish that the real characters like Steve and everyone that came from the normal world that went into overworld, I feel like they should have turned into cubes as soon as they went past the portal. It would have made more sense. It would have looked better. It would have been visually more appealing, but it was still very nice. I just think that that was kind of a weird way to look at it. I mean, obviously if you have a star-studded cast of actors, mostly Jason Momoa and Jack Black, but if you have those guys, you want to have them on screen. But they did a great job, and I really enjoy the way that the movie looked for the most part. I did not like the story that much. I feel like all of the actors kind of played the role overly to where you could tell they were acting. Like, it didn't feel like they embraced the role as much as they could have. Jack Black, I think, did great. I don't think that applies to him. But Jason Momoa, I felt like the whole time I knew he was playing a character. You could feel it the whole time. Especially because they made him like a previous like super video game guy who's now fallen off and struggling to pay his bills at his video game shop. Which I thought they would have implemented that into the theme more. When he got into the Minecraft world, I thought he was gonna, show some of that talent from the past, but really it became just kind of a dead plot point. Because he was not good in the Minecraft world. He messed up a lot. The buckets were kind of funny where he hit Jack Black with the bucket, but he was not good at all. Obviously towards the end he saved the day, but that was also super predictable, and I think that he added a lot to the comedic relief. Him and Jack Black, amazing chemistry, great jokes. I like the writing and kind of the way they wrote the characters for these jokes. It was very funny movie. I don't think that I think the sister, honestly, if the movie was just Jason Momoa and Jack Black, that would be great. I don't think the kid added that much. I don't think the sister added that much, and the realtor lady who also had a zoo didn't really make sense. Also, main thing I didn't like, Jack Black gets told that he needs to go get that crystal back and bring it to the lady, and if he didn't do that, they were gonna hurt his dog, but his dog was in the main like world, like our world. His dog was there. They couldn't have hurt him. I don't know why he bought that. I don't know why that was their big like thing to get him on their side. He should know that the dog went and dropped off the crystal under his bed like he told him to. So I really didn't get that at all. I think that Dennis was great though. He was designed really well. The beginning was infuriating. Why did he go as a kid to the mines and you have that same guy, just the old guy, grunting at him, and then he gets like turned away from the mines, and then he goes back and the guy didn't change at all, but it's clearly like 30 or 40 years later. And I get that it's kind of, it didn't feel like they took the movie seriously at all, and that is disappointing. It seems like there's going to be a sequel because the post credit was him meeting up with Alex, and I'd hope that they'd pursue the end, but they really didn't give in to that much. Jack Black was stuck there that whole time and only had one Ender Pearl, which I don't get. That makes no sense. But it was really funny. It was really enjoyable. It just felt like I had to turn my mind off to enjoy it. Thinking from a critical view, there was a lot of things that didn't make sense. It just didn't feel right, especially like the story was anticlimactic. They fought the zombie pigman lady, and she just kind of wasn't that good. I mean, even the really big zombie pigman who she had that was supposed to like really mess stuff up didn't do much. She kind of died easily, and it was very underwhelming. The creepers should have blown up more. Jason Momoa meets a creeper. That's the first time we run into one, and he lets it blow up right next to him, and it just kind of bounces him back, and then he's like, oh whoa, that was wow, and it didn't really hurt him. If a creeper is that close, like point blank, you're dead. Like he had no armor, no nothing. The armor looked stupid, and I just feel like it didn't make sense. They were stuck in the mine shaft trying to escape that giant zombie pigman, and there were creepers all around. All of those would have blown up. I feel like they made it to where creepers don't really blow up unless you hit them, but that wasn't consistent throughout either, so that was really weird. When they start off and the first night comes and they're all in there are a bunch of skeletons riding spiders. That's super rare. You don't see that a lot, but apparently there was like 10 of them, and that's just accepted. That's how the nights go. It's not like that at all. There were a lot of things I didn't like about it, and it was very disappointing. The singing felt forced, kind of random, and not that good. The ending was very underwhelming. I'm not going to throw the ending out there. Overall, I'm just going to give it a rating of 6.6. I didn't like this movie a lot. I really wanted to, and I still really want to. But there was a lot of things I can poke through it. The story was not that enthralling. There was a point where I was starting to fall asleep, and that's crazy because the movie theater was great. Everyone in there was hyped, clapping, enjoying it, loving it, and I really wish I could have been a part of that. The chicken jockey thing pissed me off because they were surrounded by a bunch of invokers and stuff, and they should have been attacked, but instead they did like a fight club thing, and that would never happen in actual Minecraft. I know I sound like a stickler, but there was a lot of underwhelming things. But yeah, a 6.6 seems right. I liked the movie. It was fun, but I can poke a lot through it, and the storytelling was not the best. And also, I really wanted to see better acting from the cast as a whole. Jack Black carried, and there's no doubt about that. All the other characters had plot holes, character flaws, and just disappointing parts about them, and didn't feel like they fully committed to the role. Obviously, we got to see Jason Momoa and Jack Black 69, which was cool. And I think that that kid at the end, they say that he finally got his jetpack to work, but his jetpack would have worked the whole time. They snipped that thing. It would have worked the whole time. I hated that at the end where they said that because it made no sense. It worked. It worked. Also, he committed like casual domestic terrorism, which is crazy, and he would not have just left school like that. Like, come on now. There would have been an investigation a whole lot more than what happened. It was just very unrealistic, very unserious, and it felt like they didn't take something that should have been taken more serious the right way. And maybe I'm a stickler and a nerd, but I expected a lot better. With all that said, leave a like, subscribe, tell me what you think about the Minecraft movie in the comments. Maybe I'm too harsh, but I did have a really good time. I went to get food after with Joey, his brother, and my girlfriend, and it was just very enjoyable. Great night. And with all that said, enjoy basketball, enjoy Fugglers. I hope you like the net. Enjoy Minecraft and the Minecraft movie. And most importantly, enjoy life. Till next time, stay blessed. Mwah.